I draw Second Sister Inquisitor from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll see a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There will even be one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Alright, this one's pretty exciting. Well, anything Star Wars is exciting, right? So I'm going for an action pose. I know what I want to do, and I just got to get her in that pose. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. The skeletal work is nice. That's what I was going for. And pretty soon you'll be able to do this too. But you got to do the skeletal work first because you got to make sure it's in the pose that you want, right? A lot of times I like to start, well, you know, everybody does. Everybody likes to start with their favorite details, the face, you know, or the eyes. And the downside to that is if you start up here and you work your way down and build and build and build and build, what if your feet are down here? It's better to sketch out the skeletal frame first and figure out if you've got it where you want it, and then you can flesh it out, so to speak, you know. So yeah, so it's better to always flesh it out and then you can go from there. So yeah, all right, I think that's pretty good for the skeletal frame. And now I get to flesh it out a little bit and get ready for the Sharpie, and also make sure I got enough detail in here because I mean, this is all made up. There is no real picture to go by. I'm just going by, you know, pictures, toys, pictures, pictures from the movie. Well, I keep saying pictures. Pictures from the video game that kind of show her. And then I'm just kind of making it up with what I think she would look like. And she's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. I gotta remember a few things too, like I almost forgot, like this little cape skirt thing that goes. I gotta remember to do the back. I always forget that. I guess I just get so excited with drawing everything else. I forget to add extra stuff like that, you know? And so this one shouldn't be too hard. There's not a lot of difficulty with armor or things like that, you know. It's mostly just the suit and a few little details like the helmet. You know, that's obviously going to be the most challenging thing. But other than that, it's pretty much just anatomy, you know. So do you have the game? Is that why you're here? Do you like the character, or am I spoiling it? Hopefully I'm not. I don't have the game. I don't have the game system, but I can draw, and I like the character. I like the character from the comics and what was the show she was in? Was she in the show? No, I'm sorry. It was like the 6th, or is it the 7th? That's in the Rebels. This is the 2nd. I don't remember. I lost track. Okay, let me try to find a picture of the helmet real fast so I can try to get good details on that. Let's see. And for this, I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm trying to go fast so we can hurry up and get to the Sharpie portion. But I do want to slow down just a little bit for these details to make sure I get it right. Okay. And I really like the design of her helmet. Oh, do you have the action figures? The Black Series action figures. Those are awesome too. I'm a big fan of those. I got a whole bunch of those. Okay. That might be... I think that's good enough for a sketch. Like of the helmet. I'm missing some detail and some stuff's a little bit wibbly wobbly. But, you know, for just getting it down, I think that'll get us there. And then I can... I can refine it and make it look good once I start adding in the Sharpies. Right? And let's see. Okay, so I think that might be good. Oh, duh. Cape. Let's see. Let's do her cape. How about, I'll tell you what, since the lightsaber is going to be over here, I'm going to throw the cape over here. And then we'll just kind of flow it off this way, kind of flowing a little bit. Yeah, like that. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm ready to jump over. Normally I erase a lot of lines, but this came out so light that I think I'm just going to erase some of the helmet because I don't want the pencils to stand out over the Sharpie. But this one came out pretty light. I'm trying a new paper now. I'm trying a hammer mill laser paper. It's not made out of lasers, but it's for laser printing. And it's pretty smooth. We'll see how it goes. And this may be the only one, but I like it. It's working out pretty good so far. So, yeah, so let's welcome all the people who skipped over to this part of the section for the Sharpies. All right, welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's for the tiny details that the fine point can't quite get. So I'm going to start off. I've already done my sketch and I've already erased a little bit of it so it doesn't stand out over the Sharpie. So now I'm going to start off with the Sharpie fine point, the pen, I'm sorry, so I can capture some of the fine details and go from here. So since I already sketched it out, I know where it's going to go. I'm not just drawing willy-nilly. I'm going to go ahead and just start drawing lines in where I want. So I'm going to draw the face, or the eyes, I guess. And I'm going to go a little slower on the face just because I want to try to get it right. And I already messed it up, but that's okay. Something like that. So see how they're kind of off and jiggity-jaggedy? Yeah, I wish I could have made them a little smoother, but that's okay. I'll just kind of do something like this to kind of clean it up. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to bring them out over here more. Going to bring it out over here where it's going to connect to the edges there. It's not bad. It's not bad. So I'm going to draw the line, but not the whole line. I'm going to kind of do something like that to imply the edge, but I don't want it to stand out. You know, I want it to be on its own. So I'm going to draw her mouth, or the mask mouth, so to speak, like this. And I got to figure out what lines I want to do and which ones I don't. Because like I said, I want to accent certain parts, but I don't want to do the entire thing. Okay, so here we go. Like this. I'm going to do it over here too so I don't forget. Like that. See if they're about, yeah, it's about level. Come down a little bit more like that. And then come back over here on the side. Like this. Come over here on this side. Go in like that. Draw a little line. And again, see, there's certain details I want to put in, but I don't want to do the whole thing because I want it to stand out on its own too. Okay, so let's bring this line down to here. Like this. Like that. That looks pretty good. How's yours coming? Mine's awesome. I'm going to come down a little bit like this for that. And then I'm going to come up here. Same thing over here. Gonna connect it like that. And yeah, gonna connect it here like this. Do this one over here like this. You know, it could be better, could have been slimmer, but I'm gonna go with what I did. You know, I'm happy with it. I like it. Okay. You know what I should have done? I should have done the top before I did this earpiece. So let's bring it around like that. Let's bring it around town. And you know what? It's okay if it's not a perfect dome. Not too bad, but don't worry if yours doesn't come out perfect. It's no big deal. Mine's not perfect. Mine's off a little, you know? So I'm going to do the little earpiece over here too. Bring it in like that. And like I said, could have been better, could have been a little slimmer, but I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to do that like this. And I'm going to start to thicken up some of these lines just a little bit, because when I switch over to this big Sharpie, you're going to see a huge contrast in line width. And so I just want that difference right there, so you could see that it marries, that it fits with the other Sharpie. So I'm going to go ahead and thicken up the entire thing just a little bit. That's a lot on that one, right? Oops. It's okay. No big deal. All right. Okay, and there's like this little like teeth grill piece in the middle like that. So I'm going to come in here, come down like that, come in here, come down like that, and then just add just a few little grill marks. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I want to do more detail. There's a line like, okay, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to do one more little line like this, one like that. Now I'm going to stop there. I need to let the color take care of the rest, and not go too far, because I want to draw a whole bunch. You know, I want to do a lot of detail. So, okay, so here we go. I'm going to switch over to the big Sharpie now, and I'm going to start off with the shoulder pieces, or the cape, I guess, basically. But it's on the shoulders like this, coming down on this one like that, and it's going to wrap over. So they're kind of, I got her kind of hunched over, so the cape is going to kind of flow like this, going over that shoulder. Come down here, doing like that. Same thing as disappearing over that, but the arm's right there, so that's why we're kind of stopping right there. I'm gonna look at her neck piece real fast just to see what I'm doing here. Okay, and so she does have kind of a little collar piece like that. And I'll go ahead and just, for some contrast, I'll use a thinner Sharpie like this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, it's pretty much costume now, so that's all we got to do is just have fun with the creases and folds. So I'm gonna draw this arm out here like this, draw a few little bumps from where the material is bending into the glove or gauntlet, whatever she has on her arms here, and draw them over like that. And let's do both sides. Into the arm, gauntlet, into the wrist, and I'm going to close that off and do her hand. I just have her hand just pretty much doing like this, so nothing too crazy. Okay, there's that finger. It's a little long. I probably should have made it smaller, but that's okay. Draw the thumb in here like this. Draw the other side of that finger, and the other fingers I have them just kind of like this, kind of spread down. So if this is there, the knuckles right there, close it off like this. I got the other finger close behind it like this, and then the pinky's just kind of hanging down like that. Okay, so I'm going to add a few little, creases and bumps just because I can, mostly here for material, because she's bent over, and so that puts stress on your costume. Okay, so let's do this arm over here, and then we can do the lightsaber. So same thing, I'm just going to draw her arm down, and I have it kind of tilted back. Okay, so there's her, I want to say the gauntlet, the glove, whatever we're going to call it, over like this. And I have her hand like this, because that's where she's holding the lightsaber. Okay, so I'm going to do her fingers like this. Hold it over where it's going behind the lightsaber there. And I take the smaller Sharpie and add just a few little tiny details like that. And again, it's going back over, so you can't really see everything. We kind of get away with doing that, you know. So for her lightsaber, it's not going to come out perfect. Remember, what I was saying, like with the dome, that, you know, there's a certain circle around to it, but obviously we can't do that. So I'm just going to do the lightsaber like this. Going to do a little bit of Hollywood magic like that. And so we're going to say that it's extended this way. So it's going to come out here and it's going to extend like that. Okay, we can't see the entire thing, but we'll say that's where it is. That's where the circular part's going to be. Then it's going to come out just a little bit more like this. And that's where we're going to say the blade's going to come out. So all we want to do is draw a circle like this around this edge to that edge. Again, like that. It's not going to be perfect. Don't worry about that. It's okay. We're just going to draw the best circle we can and just meet it over here. Not too bad. Not too bad. There. So see, it's off. It's not perfect. Don't worry about that. It's okay. We're going to make it connected here like this. Same thing, follow parallel to that line. And because that one wasn't perfect, I'm making that one not perfect too. Doesn't matter to me. I don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to draw another little line, just kind of an accent line, something like this. And look, I got a little shaky, no big deal. Going to draw this one over here, like that. It's an accent. That's all it really is, you know? Let's see. Okay, so for the lightsaber, I'm just going to draw like a thin line, and then, you know, color will take care of the rest. But I'm just going to kind of accent like this. And look, I kind of curved it. Something like that. It shouldn't have curved, but that's okay. And do the same thing here. Pick it up a little bit. Something like that. And I didn't see how I didn't do the entire line. I just kind of, you know, implied that it's there. That way when I do the color, the black line doesn't stand out over the color, the red, you know. Okay, so same thing. I'm just drawing some stress lines for the clothing there, for the cloth. I'm gonna do like a little bit of a shoulder pad for the top. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna work my way down her suit. Okay, so let's see. So she has breasts. It's a woman, you know, so we don't have to go crazy with it and draw huge breasts, but we're gonna go ahead and draw something there because, you know, it's my hands are shaky today. It's part of the material, you know, it's part of the cloth that she's got you know, anatomy, you know. Let me bring this one over just a little bit more. Something like that, okay? See, sometimes you can play around with the other Sharpies to kind of fix any problems you had, and then we can go from there. So now I'm going to draw her belt, and she's kind of hunched over. That's the other thing too. That's why I was drawing so many lines. I kind of have her all bent over like this. Okay, if that helps. So I'm going to draw her belt and come up here for that. And then that'll also help guide me with, okay, I'm going to do some more lines like this. Just because I have her so hunched over in this pose, you know? Okay, so now I'm going to draw her, what do you call it, the skirt from her belt over her leg like this. Same thing, this one. And again, because I have her legs kind of hunched over. I'm creasing the material. And so now I'm going to draw her legs. So I'm going to draw one in like this to the knee, like that to the boot. Okay, and again, I'm going to show you a few of the lines that I put in just to show that there's stress, you know. Maybe it's too much. Maybe I shouldn't have done that many, but it's okay. I'm fine with it. Okay, and same thing. I have her hunched over here, so her stress lines in the crotch. Like that. Oh, let's finish up this leg since we're over here. Sorry about that. It's just a regular old boot. And the foot is pointed at you. Like that. We'll go ahead and add some stress lines. I'm going crazy with these lines. They're going all over the place, right? I need to wrangle that in. Wrangle it in, sir. Wrangle it in. So here I'm going to draw her knee like this to give me an idea of where I'm supposed to be. Draw her other inner thigh like this, down to the back to that knee. It's going to come down to the boot. And again, I'm going to draw a few little lines. I'm going to try to take it easy this time, not go too crazy. Like that. I gotta take it easy. And then draw this other boot. So I'm going to come down here like this, and then to the heel. And then draw the front like that. Shouldn't have had that bump. I don't know why I just did that. I think I'm excited. So look how off that looks. That's not supposed to be like that. Let's see if we can fix it. Okay, that's all right. It could have been better. Okay, gonna do a few stress lines. See if I can fix this heel. See what I did here. I got all excited. Alright, see, that'll work. I fixed it with some tiny little lines. Hide your mistakes, my friends. Hide your mistakes. So let's finish up the cape. So the cape's going to flow like this. Pick right back up here. Come down. Do like this. Then I got it like, let's see, flowing this way and down here. Something like that. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is the second sister Inquisitor. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.